The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford looking left side. He's got it complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, go here! 10.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here we go with Williams. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Joe Williams stops short of the sticks on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here in a late Well, I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Stafford on 1st down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
22!
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hudson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Set! 180!
This is Logan. He will push his way down to about the 14. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They run with Logan. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
31 yards there and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Come back, come back!
From the 50, it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And they can't bring him down. It's complete to Fuller. And down inside the 15 he goes. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Black 22! Black 22!
And they'll run it here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Tiger!
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come back, come back.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense.
And this is caught. Now a stoppage here for an injury. And, oh, boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll go with Foreman, and he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Set. Lady. Let it go here.
Now a first down throw. Stafford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. A.J. Nelson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On first down, Watson eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Richmond.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Now he's going to throw deep back up. This is caught at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The final shot before the break. Stafford flushed out right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Watson hands this to Foreman. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. from the gun. Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Tye, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Jumbo, jumbo.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Forced out to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
10.
On third down, that's Cannon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So they will go for it. Stafford. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Black 22! Black 22! Black 99, Philly!
On the toss, here's Foreman. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Two jet! Come back! Richmond!
Watson now. Looking to throw on second down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and 9.
Come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, Stafford here. Got an open man, it's Rattling. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Hey. 21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, 4 down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught, Nelson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Stafford escaping the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Houston. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Faking the give. Now Watson. And this one is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Hey, 22!
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
21. Clock it. 11. Like.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to go for a big, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Hey, Jack 50 left.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Stafford looks to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Quick slant there, gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play. Stafford on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Come back, come back.
Off of play action, it's Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jones. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He completes it to Nelson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a deep...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Texans on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They go play action here on first down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Give him 30 yards there. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Red. Hey, go here.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now Stafford throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing again is Stafford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Target. Red, black 22. Black 22.
Throwing now, Watson. Rolling to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
10.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Got an open man. It's Rattler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Houston, the win form is number